Hey guys, welcome to Photo News and Reviews. What's in the big black box? It's the Fuji X-S1 Hyper Zoom Bridge Camera. Let's have a look. Okay, now whilst I open this one up, obviously it's the X-S1. That means it's in the X family. That puts it in cahoots with the X10, X100, X Pro 1 and all the new guys that have come out too, which all have beautiful boxes, beautiful design, beautiful build quality, as well as, class leading image quality, or at least an obvious step above the others in the Fuji range from different ranges. So taking a look at this one, it's a very different look and feel to the other Fuji X cameras, obviously, which have quite retro styling. This one is all rubberized. It does have a good amount of weight to it. The lens barrel extends a whole long way. It's a ridiculously long zoom on this one. A total of 26 times through to an equivalent of 624 once you put the crop factor on, or 158.6 without the crop factor. And a really, really rubberized grip on the lens, which is quite unusual and outstanding, literally and figuratively. It's got the reversible hood, which is nice steel construction. And it really looks like the lens should come off this one because it's not that small, it's not that thin. Comparing it to, say, the Panasonic GH3, which is also a fixed lens, it's significantly thinner than this guy. This does offer a great variable tilt monitor. Okay, so getting down to specs, it's 12 megapixel, it's a 1/2 inch size sensor, not huge. 3-inch rear screen, but quite low resolution by comparison, 486,000 pixels. The build quality is really nice, ST card in the side, and a Fujinon lens with good glass optics. In the hand, it feels good. It feels a nice balance between not too heavy, not too light, but reassuringly rugged feeling. The rubberized feeling does feel nice and tacky. It's got all the usual interfaces, and it's got mic in, which is a big thing. It doesn't have headphones, but if you're going to be taking advantage of the full HD video recording this offers, having the mic in is a big deal and omitted from a lot of the Fuji lineup. So this really is no lightweight. It's over 900 grams all up, which, you got to keep in mind that's with the lens, obviously. But it offers some pretty nifty features. One thing that they push about this one is the fact that it's made in Japan, which is their seal of approval. That is kind of true of all the big brands. Their top products they manufacture there. Also setting this out from a lot of the cheap bridge cameras out there is that it does use a rechargeable lithium battery rather than using AA's or something like that. Means you need a specific charger for it, but generally that will offer better performance. Let's take a look around the camera. So don't get me wrong, I think for what it is, a hyperzoom bridge camera, this is really good looking. It's got the controls that you want there. It's got a decent pop-up flash which extends from the body better than some other ones out there. But with a huge Fujinon extendable lens, let's take a look at some actual images. So there it is at the wide end, then zoomed in a long way. That guy was across the street behind the cars, and here we are at full zoom. So that's just a huge range. Let's have a look at where we came from. Okay, here's another one. And then on one of those balconies, that's the close-up. So there's the risky run that you can't keep it steady hand holding at such a long zoom range. Then these ones are all just a few different shots taken inside an odds bods shop to show you ISO. These are all taken between 800 and 3200. Quite good performance, I thought. The type of noise that people generally look out for was well controlled, but there was some color degradation evident from about 1200 and up. Okay, so the X-S1, for someone looking for a bridge camera or what feels like a DSLR, looks like a DSLR, but doesn't actually have an optical viewfinder and doesn't have a changeable lens system, this is a reasonably good option. Good optics and huge zoom range, even though it's variable aperture 5.6 at the long end. But don't get confused. In my mind, even though this has the X tag, it should have a subcategory. It's definitely stands out as better build quality and better overall than some of the cheaper ones. You know, they have, I think it's the S4500, which is also a hyper zoom type camera. And this is clearly leaps and bounds ahead of that. However, it just doesn't have the refinement and finishing and class and sophistication of the other X series cameras to my eye and to my touch. So there you go, Fujifilm X-S1. Let me know your thoughts if you've used one, if you own one, if you're considering it. Let me know what you're tossing it up against. And I'll throw some sample images at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, click to like and share it around if you have, and I'll see you soon.